Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for September 11th, 2014. I'm going to draw a tree magic card and 4 chicken cards. Back to the old school days. I've had a long day, so I'm going to try and do this efficiently. Okay. Oh, the Tree of Heaven aspiration. Number 1, and it says, aim high. Gifts of heaven will be granted to you. Dream, plan, and believe. Okay, so stepping back and looking at this, we have chickpea, pleiadia, dandelion, and umlilo. So aspiration, and we're aiming high, and we're supposed to dream, plan, and believe. Okay. First of all, whatever's presenting in life, because we have chickpea, this is the irony. So, however strange or weird or backwards or opposite our situation is from what we expect or what we know is supposed to happen, we don't get discouraged, because that's the irony. It's like we have an expectation because we know what is true. We know what is true. So, of course, based on what truth is, we assume reality works out the way it's supposed to work out. But there's all sorts of hidden factors, or maybe it's just one, but usually usually it's connected to some other things. But anyway, it's just like kind of hidden stuff or things behind the scenes that maybe we know about or maybe we don't. But if we know about it, we don't realize what the magnitude or the degree of it is, so we don't understand how it's really influencing our situation. So we know what the truth is, and we have an expectation, but we have this major influence that's kind of a crazy factor that, I don't know, has an intensity or just kind of a left field jolt to our lives, and it makes everything go opposite of what we expect. And that's okay. That's for a reason, and whatever is playing itself out has to play itself out, and it doesn't mean that it's not going to turn back around. So we just have to have patience and know that even though things are presenting in an opposite manner than we expect, you can always look at your truth and what you know, and really kind of fill in the blanks based on that, why things are going opposite. And then you use that knowledge to advance yourself, and things might not change back the way you want it, but usually they do. But sometimes they just go the way they go, and that's okay too, because somehow, even if it's not in that specific situation, it's going to turn around. So if, in that specific situation, if it doesn't turn around, generally in your life, it will no matter what turn around. So the general phenomena will turn around. The general experience will turn around. but this specific one may or may not. But it doesn't matter. It's really about understanding the missing factor, the missing part of the equation, and really focusing on that and understanding what that is, and voicing that, and using that for your advantage in the future if you understand what that's all about. So you just got to see what that is, whatever it is skewing your life or throwing you off, or throwing your expectations off, and working with that, or at least acknowledging it and knowing how to work around it. If you can't work with it, at least work around it to get your desired outcome. And we have 5 of Earth Pleiadia, which is named after the Pleiadian aliens. So the Pleiadians were very, very intelligent, and there's a lot of mythology about them coming down and teaching humanity, and basically giving them the tools, the toolkit of survival, and really teaching them how to live and survive and advance their culture and advance the way of life on the planet. So this is about the mind and the relationships and the higher intelligence coming to you as you need it to change things, change the patterns, change things. So whatever is going on here, we're going to get the knowledge and the insight to make our shift, so that we do get it set straight. If not specifically in our circumstance, generally we will set this straight. So this, whatever is getting thrown off is going to be straightened by Pleiadia, or by the higher intelligence and the higher knowledge and the tool set that we need to change our physical reality. This is 5 of Earth. And this is about breaking patterns and breaking the paradigm, breaking the physical reality of what it is, and changing it into something different. So, I totally see how this is like aiming high okay, we have a circumstance here, and we get our tool set. We have something going a little bit off, and we know, we learn how to set it straight. So we'll get the skills and the knowledge to get on the right track and get our expectations met. After we figure out the factors that are throwing us off, we'll get that taken care of and go straight on that. And then on this side, we have Make-A-Wish, Dandelion. This is willpower, making a wish, putting it out there. And Umlilo, which is the passions and the fires of the heart, and has to do with, it's the 10 of fire, and it has to do with really relating to the world around you and kind of lighting up the fire within the hearts of everyone around you, and making that wish. These are both fire cards on this side. And Umlilo, his name means fire in the Zulu language, and the Zulu are the people of heaven. So that's what their name means. So this is about how to really step into the higher self, the higher being, and the fires of the heart, which is the same thing, and putting that out there and lighting up the fires of everybody else's heart. And it's combined with the Make-A-Wish card. So, and it's funny, it's almost the same phenomena, because with Dandelion, this is about the willpower. Dandelion is the lion. Dandelion means lion's tooth. So it's about communicating from the willpower, from the strength, from the integrity and the strength, and I guess strength. Well, the lion was that strength and willpower, I guess. So really communicating from a place of need and knowingness, or I guess willpower, but not just egotistical willpower, but really, divine willpower, where you communicate a sense of self in a positive way. I never think ego is a bad thing. I mean, if you're a bad person, ego is a bad thing, but ego is your computer system. It's your mind. It's your computation system. It's your processing. It's not a negative thing at all. So this is about your mind and your sense of self, and communicating that with, that heart, that will from heaven here. So this is, both a fiery and passion. So stepping back, we have the aim high. Gifts from heaven will be granted to you. Dream, plan, and believe. Aspiration. So it's really about, putting yourself out here and lighting everything up. And, dandelion is the same thing. You blow on the dandelion, and the seeds go out to everybody, just like Umlilo, the fire can be lit up with everybody. So it's really about the multiplicity here, and kind of being universal with your influence. And then on this side, you have this, this situation that's kind of going a little bit sideways, or not exactly as you expected, but really setting it on track, having your skills, having your knowledge, having your tool set, and really making things right. If not in a specific situation, at least generally you make it right. But it could be very specific. It could be exactly what you're looking at right now, and it's going wrong, and you figure out how to make it right. The general application could be, it's a major problem with so many people, and you make it right in your heart, in your mind, and then and that kind of shifts everything, so that even if the person or the situation that you're in is not able to shift as you would like, the energy shifts so that the next round it goes exactly as you want. So you still get the ability and the tool set to set things right, and you still have that power to make those changes and have those influences to mediate or resolve whatever is a factor in your equation that you need to account for, and then resolve or use to your benefit to get the solution that you want. So I hope that makes sense. It's just really about finding out the core of why this thing is happening, and having your tools and figuring out how to fix it, no matter what, and changing the patterns and changing the physical world around you from a situation, from the knowledge of the equation. So it's like you get the knowledge and the wisdom from this equation here, and then you make your wish, and you change the group dynamics. The multiplicity of humanity is influenced and affected by your example or your situation. So aim high. The gifts of heaven will be granted to you. Dream, plan, and believe. Tree of Heaven aspiration. Number 1. Okay, so I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.